Hello everyone, my name is Jeff Fields McCormick and welcome back to Madden Mobile. Now, as you can see from the title of this video, we do have a very exciting video we're going to get to go over today. This is actually going to be the first of two Ultimate Legends videos coming to the channel today. The first one, the one you're watching, was set to go off at 9 a.m. Monday morning. The second one I'm going to try and set for noon, so you should have two videos hitting your sub boxes, the first of which you're watching right now, the second of which will be coming in about 3 hours, so enjoy. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go over to sets and take a look at the new Ultimate Legends players that dropped in Madden Mobile this weekend. Now, with the draft and the Easter promo and everything else happening in Madden Mobile, I have not been able to cover these guys just yet. You can see Gale Sayers and Ken Houston right there, two of the greatest players in NFL history, and we're going to go ahead and cover their stats in the next two videos. Today, I actually am going to go ahead and click on Ken Houston. You can see his set is fully completed because we are going to add the legendary safety Ken Houston to our defense at 99 overall with some amazing stats. He's going to be a great addition to our secondary. That is going to bump Sean Taylor off the team for now. I may eventually get him up to 100 and then 105. We'll have to see what happens. For now, Ken Houston will be one of our starting safeties. So let's go ahead and jump in to redeeming his set. All right, we're going to hit redeem right there. Yes, this does also cost 100,000 coins, so keep that in mind. These are not cheap sets to complete. Definitely cheaper than buying a 99 outright, which is between 2 and 4 mil usually. And depending on which player, it could be a lot more than that, it could be a little bit less. 100,000 coins on top of everything else you need will get you the Ultimate Legend of your choice. As you can see on screen right now, we are about to get him. Let's go ahead and hit claim and continue. And we will add the first Ultimate Legends that I've gotten this season to the team. So let's go ahead and open pack. I'm very excited for this. And yes, sir! Look at that! Oh, this card art is always amazing. I love getting to see these guys. So let's go ahead and hit continue. Alright, and there is his completed set right there. You can complete these over and over again if you want to. Personally, I would recommend waiting and saving up your items and stuff and getting a couple of additional Ultimate Legends instead of doing the same one over again and trying to sell them on the auction house. It might make you coins in the short term, but you've also got to consider we might get some really good players. Maybe Paul Krause. We could be seeing LaDainian Tomlinson. We could be seeing Edgar and James. We could be seeing John Lynch. All kinds of amazing players that haven't gotten a card yet that definitely could. So we'll have to keep that in mind. All right, now we're going to come over here to the defense and hit best lineup right there. There we go. That brings Ken Houston into our nickel position. We do have two really good safeties already. Let's go ahead and max him out and take a look at these stats for the 99 overall Ultimate Legends Ken Houston in Madden Mobile. Alright, so starting off as one of the most important stats for any player of any position in Madden. Yes, of course, we're talking about his speed. Now, at 94 overall speed, that is actually really good for a safety. So he's going to be able to chase down receivers very well. You can see right there, 90 man, 99 zone. He's very good coverage, and then his 97 awareness also helps with that. So next up, 75 strength. That's a little low for a safety. He might lose some one-on-one blocking situations if he's trying to keep a receiver from advancing. Next up, 94 agility. He is an incredibly agile safety, and at 94 overall on his agility stat, he can slink around receivers very well. He'll be able to shove off of players, keep going downfield, and keep up with the receiver. Next up, 95 acceleration. So 94 speed, 95 acceleration. He's a very fast player, and he can turn on the jets like so many great players and get downfield in a hurry. So you won't see a whole lot of receivers burning this card, and that's an important stat when you're taking a look at a new safety. Coming up next, he has 97 awareness. Now that is incredibly important. This also helps with his man and zone coverage. He's going to be able to scan the plays very well. He'll know everything going on field. He'll know his zone perfectly. He'll know where the man he's on is trying to go. He'll be able to shut down his area. Coming up next, he does have 93 tackles, so that's pretty good. Maybe maybe a little low for a 99, but 93 is still really good right there. He will be able to make the vast majority of his tackles. You might see 1 or 2 tackles broken. If somebody like Emmitt Smith or Jim Brown were to try to blast through him, he might miss a tackle or 2. But the majority of players he will be able to take down without too much issue. Coming up next, he does have 90 man coverage. Now, we mentioned this briefly a second ago. This means he's going to be able to stay one-on-one pretty well. Not perfectly, of course, but still really well. Now, coming up next, he does have 99 zone. This is the maximum possible zone for this player, meaning that he will be a shutdown zone safety. Coming up next, he has 95 pursuit. So going back into that 94 speed and 95 acceleration, he can kick in the jets really quick and he can chase down players. You're not going to see a lot of players burn him, and this is important for a safety if he's trying to keep up with a receiver. Once that receiver makes the catch, he's still going to be able to chase him down very, very well. You'll see a lot of downfield tackles with this guy if a receiver does manage to break through the secondary. Coming up next, he has 96 play recognition. This goes back to that 97 awareness. 96 play recognition means that he's going to be able to recognize plays incredibly well. You won't see him fooled on a lot of play action. You'll see him blitzing down more on a lot of runs that might be disguised as something else. You'll see him moving inward a lot for short passes. You'll see him spreading down for those prevent scenarios on deep passes. He is a very aware and very intelligent safety, and that is a dangerous weapon. Also, he has 81 catch. That's pretty good. You will see a few interceptions with this guy. Definitely a lot of swats, I'm sure, but look for a few interceptions here and there in the secondary. Coming up next, he has 95 jump. This 95 jump is going to be a tremendous help for him when it comes to those interceptions, because if he's able to jump up and have a better jumping capability than that receiver, he might be able to jump over them or jump around them and snatch that ball before the receiver can, and then you'll see pick after pick after pick. He might even resemble that Paul Krause card we saw a couple of years back. Alright, now coming up next, he does have 76 press, so not too bad. That is one of his lower stats, but 76 will still be enough to get the job done, but that is one of his statistical weaknesses, so keep an eye out for that. Coming up next, one of the most important stats for safety, his hit power. He has 94 hit power. Now, this is one stat that, while it sounds really good, is a little low for 99. When you take a look at the stats of the Sean Taylor that we got for the Christmas event, his hit power, I believe, was 96 at 96 overall. Having 94 hit power at 99 on this Ken Houston is a little low. You won't see quite as many fumbles as you might get from the Sean Taylor card, but you will still get a few fumbles and definitely a lot of big hits in the secondary. Maybe not quite as many fumbles because he doesn't have quite as much hit power, but he will still have enough hit power to knock somebody to the ground. Coming up next is 70 catch in traffic. This is his lowest stat, but considering what we're going to be using him for, that is perfectly all right. With 70 catch in traffic, he will still be able to jump up with that 95 jump. He has 78 block shedding. Now, this means he will be able to shed off of offensive linemen that are trying to keep him away from the quarterback if he's blitzing down. He will also be able to shed off of receivers that might be blocking him up if he's trying to blitz down in a similar situation. You will see with his 78 block shedding, he's going to have some issue getting off of those bigger players. It won't be too bad, and we should be able to see him successfully break away from players the majority of the time. As you can see right here, when you max him out, he does hit 100 overall power, which is a huge bonus over similar cards that aren't quite able to hit that 100 power. Alright, so that is going to go ahead and wrap today's video up. Before you leave, if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up down below to let me know. Also, if you're new to the channel and enjoy what you saw today, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you hit the bell next to the subscription icon, you will get a notification every time a new video goes live on the channel. I try to drop at least 2 new videos per week. Don't forget, we do have that new video dropping in a couple of hours, so turn your notifications on so that you don't miss an upload. And one final thing, if you would like to join the Discord associated with this channel called The Locker Room, I will leave a link pinned down in the comments where you can click on that and join the locker room. We have more than 100 fans of the channel discussing every aspect of Madden Mobile in there. So if you'd like to join a growing fan base of Madden Mobile players, go ahead and join the locker room. Alright, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you all so much for watching this Ken Houston Ultimate Legends video. And as always, I will see you in the next Madden Mobile video.